Middle children. As a middle child myself, I take particular interest in this forgotten middle child. You may just think this is an RT50. This, in fact, is the LFA's great-great-great-great-great-grandfather. This is called the 1600 GT. It was the build-up to get Toyota's feet wet before they fully got submerged in the 2000 GT project, making this car slot nicely in between Toyota's original darling, the Sports 800. How could this 1600 GT fit in between those two cars, you may be asked? Well, Yamaha had originally come to Toyota with plans to build a sports car, something that they had been rejected by Nissan with. Toyota, being Toyota, and thinking logically, they didn't want to spend a heap of money on something that was an unproven project. So out came the RT50 Corona, Toyota's original sporty coupe. Toyota had already actually wanted to get into the smaller sports car division that Porsche, Nissan, Alfa Romeo had proved themselves in. Toyota's sporty coupe version of the RT50, named the SSS, was about to come out, so they gave Yamaha a few to do their tests with. So Yamaha got to work redesigning the cylinder head. They added 2 Solex carburetors, which resulted in 150 horsepower. Finished, these test mules were called the Toyota RTX. They were entered into the 1966 Clubman race at Fuji, won on debut. Just to make sure it wasn't a fluke, Toyota also entered them into the 1967 Suzuka 12-hour race, again taking first and second. Now, with a proven concept, they decided to release the car. In May 1967, Toyota released to the world their 2000 GT. A few months later, out came the 1600 GT. And the 1600 GT would feature a few things seen in the 2000 GT, including its bucket seats and steering wheel, although this time in plastic, not wood. The 1600 GT wouldn't stop there though. Enter an LSD, front disc brakes, 3-point seat belts, independent front suspension, a torsion bar stabilizer, and tuned leaf springs, and the option of a motorsport-derived 5-speed overdrive gearbox. In the 1969 JAF GP at Fuji, despite its disadvantage, Toyota's strategy of reversing the first gear for the start allowed their cars to get ahead at the beginning of the race. Harukuni Takahashi fought so hard, and he maintained his lead and crossed the line first overall. However, because he blocked the faster GTRs on the straight, race officials reported a suspected obstruction, and this would result in Takahashi being penalized 1 lap. The result was a 3rd place overall and a 1st in class. This race marked the end of the 1600 GT's time in motorsport, where the Celica would come in and take over. Imagine if the 1600 GT, who had beaten the Hakosuka GTR, was allowed to maintain its position.